What's going on? It's James here with RTA Outdoor Living. We're in beautiful Delray Beach, Florida. Today in on another RTA outdoor kitchen installation. We do get a lot of questions about how customizable our kitchens are. Today's gonna be a great example. We have a pretty customized solution here. Should go together in a couple hours, so we should have it done here in mid-afternoon. So stay tuned, we're really excited to see it's come together. All right, we're in the backyard now. I'm gonna walk you through some of the design and the layout here. Right in front of me, we're gonna have a 12-foot grill island, and next to that's going to be the asado stand, which is gonna have the asado on top of it. Following me over here, actually gonna have a side-by-side bar island. There's gonna be two islands that get set right next to each other. It's gonna be bar seating that kind of runs parallel with the house here. All right, I wanna talk to you a little bit about utility line consideration. So what you're gonna see right here is actually what's called a stubbed up conduit or 110, 120 outlet that comes from the bottom of the patio. So that's really one ideal way to set up your utility lines. So this is gonna sit in the cavity or inside the structure of the island. It's gonna be used to plug your refrigerator cord right into that, so it can power the refrigerator and any other appliances that you have inside that are gonna require power. All right, so I'm gonna take you over to where the grill island is going to actually sit on the patio. Again, you'll notice there's a stubbed up electrical line with a 110, 120 outlet that's sitting right here. What this is going to be used for on this island is going to be for the refrigerator and also the electrical for the grill. So the grills, any Coyote grill actually doesn't require power to function, but it does have interior lighting, or in this scenario, there's gonna be a rotisserie attachment. So those features on the grill will actually require power. So between the refrigerator and the grill, you're gonna be able to utilize this one outlet for both those power sources. So as you see it come together, you'll see how we implement that and kind of tie it into that outlet. But again, it's always ideal to have those things pre-plumbed and pre-set up so that when you put your island in, it's just gonna be built around it. All that gym time is paying off. Daniel, what are you doing over here, buddy?
Hey James, so we're just checking the pitch here on the patio before we actually start assembling everything. One really important step before you actually get started is just to understand where your pitch is at. That way you know where to use those composite shims.
Yeah, what Daniel was doing is a very critical step in the installation process. You just want to make sure that you're mapping everything out because if you're working with a surface that has irregularities or has an extensive pitch on it, you want to address those things before you start laying the panels down. You know, standard pitch on any patio for water runoff is going to be about 1/4 inch to 1/8 of an inch per foot. So obviously everything's within tolerance, so we know we can kind of get right into it and we can address any pitch at this point with just the composite shims that come with the island. So in order to calculate the pitch, what you're gonna wanna do is take a 4, 6, or even an 8-foot level, and you're gonna put it in the area that the kitchen's gonna sit on. And you're going to use the level, bring the level up until the bubble sits in between the two lines so that you know it's level, and then measure the amount of pitch or space you have underneath the level, and that'll tell you how much the pitch is over that length. All right, so what I want to show you here is we have an island. It's a 12-foot grill island, so this is longer than our standard lengths. So what we're doing is we're actually attaching two pieces or two panels together to create a longer than 7-foot island. So how we're going to do that is you're going to notice when on the back side of the panels is there's going to be alignment channels. There's additional alignment channels that come inside the crates with the panels. So I'm going to basically put that over top of the two alignment channels that are embedded into the concrete panels. And I'm just going to simply take these self-tapping screws and bolt it together so that it will essentially scab these pieces together so that it will create one continuous piece. One important little note is, a lot of people try to put the alignment channel over these, existing channels. You don't want to do that. You want to just basically simply just put the alignment channel right over, and then I'm going to use the self-tapping screws and screw it right into the alignment channels that are inside the panel. Everything is going according to plan. Love it.
Perfect, guys. We just got a couple last pieces to put together on this bar island and it's gonna be a wrap. They're actually just carrying this last piece in. And once we actually install this last piece of the bar, we'll be ready to put the countertops right on and we can start moving into the appliances.
One important detail before we move on to putting the countertops on top of the islands here, always make sure that your side panels on the island sit in between or inside the front and back panels, just because they should almost act as spacers. Obviously, if they sit outside instead of inside, then your dimensions could be wrong on the island. It could screw things up as you put everything together. Daniel, what are you working on here?
We've got all of our panels up, we've got our countertops in place, and we've just got a little seam here. Since this is longer than 7 feet, we've got a seam here that we needed to shim both pieces just to make sure everything sits nice and level.
Yeah, it's a key detail. Whenever you're doing a 2-part island, we usually split the countertops, especially on a grill island. You can see the seam's gonna sit right behind the grill, so we can strategically hide that so it's less visible to the eye. We're at the point in the installation where we're ready to just start dropping appliances in. So super excited to get those in. It's gonna look great. All right, we're here with the final result, the finished product. As you can see behind me, we have the grill island section, and I gotta be honest, this thing looks unbelievable. We're super happy and thrilled with how it came out.